You're listening to BYU-Idaho Radio. I'm Nathan Lenahan, and today I'm joined by Holly Whitworth. She's the program manager for Parents as Teachers from the Eastern Idaho Public Health. Holly, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So before we get talking about the upcoming event that you guys have going on, I was just wondering if we could get a bit of background information on yourself so our listeners could learn more about you.
Sure. My name is Holly Whitworth, and I am the program manager of the program called Parents as Teachers here at Eastern Idaho Public Health. And Parents as Teachers is a home visiting program that has been in our region for about 10 years. It's a free home visiting program that is available to families that have children that are 0 to 5 years of age. Our home visiting program focuses on having healthy outcomes for parents and their young children, because we know that parenting is the hardest job that you will ever do, and all of us could use a little bit of a support. And so that's what home visitors do. They come into the home twice a month, and they bring developmental centered activities and materials, and they're there to support the parent in their most important job of parenting their child.
Right, and so you said this has been part of the program has been in the state for 10 years, so how long have you been a part of it?
I have been doing home visiting for even longer than 10 years.
Oh, wow.
I've been here at Eastern Idaho Public Health for 10 years, and before that, I also provided home visits through some different entities here in Idaho Falls.
And so what got you started into it?
I really believe that we can make a difference in the world, and one of the ways that we do that is by supporting families. That the family is the foundational unit in our society, and all learning that takes place for young children happens within the context of the relationship with their parents and their family members. And so I always felt like that was where I could make a difference in the world, was by supporting parents as they supported their young children. Because making sure that parents feel like they're seen and they're understood, and then their child feels seen and understood.
Right. And I was just looking online. I noticed that Eastern Idaho Public Health has April as Strengthening Families Month. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I'd love to. So every April, the state of Idaho and the nation as a whole has a Strengthening Families Month. And during Strengthening Families Month, we're really trying to capitalize and get information out about how important it is that we strengthen families. And we all have an opportunity to do that and a responsibility. And one of the ways that we strengthen families is that we focus on 5 protective factors for families. And every family has these protective factors. They may not know it, and some days they may not feel like they have them, but they do have them. And that is that families are resilient. When families can work through challenges and problems, that shows that they're resilient. The second protective factor we have is social connections. We want to help families feel like they're connected to other families. The third protective factor is concrete support. Sometimes families need a little bit more support in terms of like housing or food or clothing for their children, and we want to make sure that we can provide concrete supports for families. In addition to that, knowledge of how children develop is very important for parents, because then parents can set realistic expectations for their child. And then that fifth protective factor is social and emotional competence, because good mental health begins when a baby is born. And it begins as in the context of the interactions that the parent has with that baby. So those 5 protective factors, all the way from resiliency down to social and emotional competence, can really support a family. And really, if you think about it, cocoon a child so that they are safe and they can be nurtured and they can grow up healthy and learn self-regulation skills.
Yeah, those all do seem extremely important just for mental and emotional, and of course, physical well-being. And so, in what ways does Eastern Idaho Public Health seek to just assist in those protective factors?
Well, again, it's really through our home visiting program. When we meet with parents in the home, we're talking with them about child development. We're talking with them about infant and early childhood mental health. We're listening to parents about what's happening in their home, about maybe about sleeping routines with their child, about nutrition with their child. We're talking with them about housing and job opportunities to kind of reach that concrete support. So really the home visit and the home visitor is a way that we can bring in all those protective factors for a family.
And how many home visitor workers are there in Eastern Idaho Public Health?
We have 7 here at Eastern Idaho Public Health. We cover an 8-county region, all the way from Bonneville County up to Limhi County, Madison County, Jefferson, Custer, Clark, and Teton County. So we cover quite a wide geographical region.
Yeah, that's a lot of ground to cover for a small amount of people, it seems.
Yep, it is. But we travel and we go into the homes and we're there with parents sitting on the floor with them and interacting with them and their children.
Hmm. And so, as someone who's been doing this been part of the program for as long as you have, I'm sure you've seen the long-lasting effects of kids that you have worked with as they've grown up. So, what kind of effects have you seen?
So some of the most positive things that we see happening are what I like to call those aha moments when maybe a parent is not as confident as they would like to be in their skills of soothing their child or their skills of understanding what their child's needs are or or what is the skill that their child's trying to master and during a home visit when that parent feels like I've made a connection with my child. It's those aha moments when they feel like they see their child learning a new skill or they see that they see themselves learning a new skill, or maybe they see their child differently. They have a little bit more patience. They have understanding. They were able to soothe a baby that maybe was having a hard time being soothed before. So those are the small but powerful aha moments that happen in during a home visit.
Yeah, that seems like it would be really great to just be a part of and to know that you help with that.
Yep, it is. It's a great program. And the thing that makes it so great is that we meet parents where they are in their home and we're able to tailor the visits around what their needs are. The parents are very involved in choosing what we're going to be talking about and what we're going to be working on with them and their child.
Hmm. And so, for the future, do you hope to see this program expand more and to just reach more people?
We are always looking forward and always looking to be able to serve more families with young children in our area. Um, so that's always something that we're looking at in our planning and in our execution of our program here at Eastern Idaho Public Health.
Yeah, that's great. And I probably should ask about this event, but I've just kind of been so interested in talking about all this other stuff. So, you guys have the Block Fest coming up at the library here in Rexburg. So, could you tell us a bit about that?
Yes, we are excited because we're able to offer Block Fest in Madison County on April 8th. We're partnering with the Madison County Library. The event is going to be held from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it's there at the library at 73 North Center in Rexburg. It's a pre-event where families with their young children can come and we have 5 stations set up with different kinds of blocks and children can learn. We support early learning skills like math skills and science concepts and social skills and literacy comprehension as children and parents play with blocks together. And it's really just a lot of fun. It's like a big block party, and kids are able to explore the blocks all the way from infants up into 8 years of age. So it's a great time to help parents see the power and the value in just playing with their child with unstructured materials such as blocks.
Yeah, and you guys have done this already this year in two other locations. So, how did those activities go?
They went really well. We held a block fest up in Salmon in Limhi County that was very well received and had a lot of people from the community come. And then we had a block fest event here last Thursday on April 2nd in Bonneville County with 2 sessions. And it was a great event too, where we had a member of the Idaho Falls City Council here, Jim Francis, the president of the city council, and he was here to uh, to be part of our event and to read a proclamation because Strengthening Families Month is also about preventing child abuse. And so he read a proclamation that Mayor Lisa Burtonshaw had signed for the city of Idaho Falls, acknowledging that April is also Child Abuse Prevention Month and Strengthening Families Month.
And is this the first time you've had this type of event here in Rexburg?
No, we've actually been holding Blockfest in Rexburg for probably the last 5 years.
Oh, wow.
And it's really a great opportunity, and the community really comes out and supports it. With a lot of young families in Rexburg, it's an ideal time to just come and spend some time with your child and have fun playing together.
That's great. And has the turnout increased each year?
Yes, we typically have quite a few families there, over 100 families. So we want to encourage people to come. Like I said, it's from 10 to 2, so it's an open house format. People can come at their leisure. They can stay as long as they'd like. Um, and it's an easy time for parents and children to just come in, and it's very unstructured. And so we don't feel bad about blocks being knocked over and babies mouthing blocks and preschoolers carrying blocks around. That's what it's all about, giving children experience with maybe the materials that they don't have at home.
Right. And just last, is there anything else that you would want the community to know?
The only thing that I want the community to know is that Eastern Idaho Public Health, with our early childhood programs, the Parents and Teachers program, and our Block Fifth event, we're there to serve the public and help families have healthy outcomes.
Well, Holly, thank you so much for coming on and for sharing all this with us.
Thank you so much, Nathan.